What's going on, guys? Welcome to Clutch People. I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night. Today, I'm going to be talking about Kevin Knox. And there is a defense to Kevin Knox. Believe it or not, yes, you can look at the stats, but if you really look at the full picture, not the stats, and what he was really doing on the basketball floor, he actually matured his game a lot. It doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but he did improve. But yes, you can make the debate. Still doesn't clear up the fact that we took him over Michael Porter Jr., but so did the Clippers. But yes, I wanted Mikal Bridges, who I thought would have made an immediate impact for this team. He's the type of player that really didn't need that much developing. He was great right away, or just a good player right away. Very solid 3-and-D guy. Miles Bridges has been performing over him, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But if you really take a look at the big picture, of course, Knox did not get much of an opportunity due to minutes. Marcus Morris playing there. But then I was thinking, is Knox just not that good? That's why he's not playing, even when Marcus Morris got traded. But he did improve. A lot of people saying he gained all that muscle for nothing. Of course, his numbers did take a big drop, but let's start off with the shooting. I'm not gonna lie, it's really rough seeing Knox's numbers. He did actually start off on fire in the first 12 games coming off the bench. I was like, this might be a beautiful role for him. He was shooting 44.7% from three on 3.9 attempts, therefore attempts a game. So I remember watching the games with my friend, and I was like, damn, he's on fire at the beginning of the season. And he has a good shooting stroke. He has a good form. But then over his last 53 games, Knox averaged 28.9% from three. I don't know if he got into a massive slump. I don't know what's going on in the conference or what. But let's really look at the full picture of what he did right. Of course, it did not show up on the stat sheet, but if you actually watched the games, you saw this. For one thing, he didn't get discouraged when he was missing threes. He kept shooting threes. Instead, he cut out a lot of the funky mid-range deep twos as well. Like the mid-range jumpers he shouldn't be taking in the deep twos. Really contested shots. He did start taking better quality shots. And those funky floaters he would take like crazy when being contested. Like a lot of them would go in. But at the end of the day, it's 2 points. And he did get stronger, which caused him to stop doing those floaters. He's like, I can just muscle myself down low. And a lot of people saying he got worse finishing at the basket. Actually, he did get better. And if you're going to miss a ton of shots, you might as well miss them from beyond the arc and spacing the floor, like spacing the floor for your teammates, spotting up in the right area. Like Knox has a good looking jumper for a guy his size and his age. And he showed promise with the three ball as a rookie. How smooth the shot is looking. And of course, he dominated in the summer league, and it kind of went downhill. Like his rookie year, like his ball handling ability was not good. He was he had a lot of tunnel vision. His playmaking wasn't that great. His defense, like some people just don't think he's gonna be a good defender because he's not that well coordinated. He's not that fast on his feet. He's not a crazy fast athlete. But of course, he's a good athlete around the rim, getting up. But he does have a gorgeous looking shot for his age for sure. But if you take a look, of course, in the 2019-20 season, which you could say was dreaded sophomore slump, or is he just that bad? We don't know. We're going to have to see in this third year. Hopefully he gets more of an opportunity under Tom Thibodeau. Then at least Knox learned which shots he should be shooting, and he really ends up learning from that adversity. Because he works hard. I don't have a question about that, but you can put in all the work you want, but does it translate over to the game? But there is a spot that Kevin Knox did improve this season, not by a lot, but as a rookie, he was terrible from 0 to 3 feet from the basket, only shooting 50% around the basket. You could say that's from him being weaker, but I did notice a lot when he did he took floaters from 0 to 3 feet, and sometimes he wouldn't use the backboard on the right times, or he would throw it too hard off the backboard, or as soon as he feels contact, he just throws it up, thinking he's going to get a foul call, when he should just keep going up strong and not thinking you got the foul call. But that number did jump up 6% from 50% to 56.4%. In 2019 to 20, it's still not good, but it is a good improvement. And it's a running theme throughout many of Knox's other 2019 to 20 numbers. Knox didn't improve very much in the main categories, but he did improve in just about everything else. Free throw rate, rebounding percentage, assist percentage, turnover percentage, and even block percentage. I'll say it right now, Knox is not a good perimeter defender, but he's not bad at all when it comes to protecting the rim. We're not talking about him being most improved player. We're just trying to take a look at stuff Knox deserves credit for. I know it's really sad that we have to dive this much this deep into it to really pull some good stuff out of Knox. But Knox was grabbing more defensive rebounds. He was passing more. He turned it over less. and he was blocking more shots. The blocked shots may have been Knox's biggest area of improvement. Like, do you remember watching the Knicks late in the season and thinking like, damn, that was a good play by Knox? Well, the numbers do back that up. Knox finished third on the Knicks in block percentage behind Mitchell Robinson, one of the greatest blockers in the game of basketball, Taj Gibson, veteran, good defensive player, and he finished well ahead of finesse bigs like Bobby Portis and Julius Randle that don't bring much to the table on the defense side of the basketball. And if you take a look at some of the best two-man combinations, shout out to Basketball Reference, Knox and Ntilikina actually had the best two-man combination when it came to like duos on the New York Knicks. Of course, those little across-the-board improvements really did show if you watch Knicks games towards the end of the season. I get it. I'm very frustrated with Knox. I thought he was gonna have a much bigger improvement, especially if you take a look at like the main stats. You're like, wow, this man just sucks. He's inefficient again. He just sucks. But Knox did grow more comfortable when it came to his role off the bench. He started way more of his rookie season. I think we had way less talent as our rookie season. Despite his big scoring numbers, the Knicks were worse with him on the court. They were negative 11.3 of a net rating. In 2019 to 20, that on and off like rating climbed to a more respectable only negative 2.6. So it went down, which it should be going down when he gets better by like 9%, which is really good. And when you examine the lineup data, the best two-man lineup, like I said, was Knox and Ntilikina, and I think they complement each other very well because Ntilikina is definitely like a true point guard, really good at facilitating, kicking it out to the open man. Like, he's just a true point guard that knows how to make the right basketball play, and Knox is the total opposite. And Ntilikina does a good job setting up a guy like Knox. Second was Dotson and Knox. Third was Knox and Portis, which is just like an all-out offensive lineup right there. But yeah, put Knox on the court with either Frank or Damian Dotson, and the Knicks slightly outscored their opponent. Like, if you check the bottom of the list, in 302 total minutes, with Dennis Smith Jr. as a point guard, Knox's Knicks got wiped off by the floor by opponents. Knox only played 1,166 total minutes this season, which means he played more than a quarter of the season watching Dennis Smith Jr. just being trash up and down the court. The Alonzo Trier pairing was also a huge loss, which may be one of the reasons Trier is no longer employed with the club, because he wasn't a winning basketball player. But at the end of the day, Knox and Frank really had great success together, and Dotson. You're not going to see it in the big-time statistical categories, but he does those little things that really impact the game, and he's gotten better. So if you want to give him credit there you go. Hopefully he gets out of that shooting slump. Hopefully does end up being in the big statistical categories. But he has talent. I really do believe that. He's just very raw, and he's going to continue to get better. Anyone that thought he was going to be like Paul George right out of the gate after the Summer League is crazy. He was a project coming out of Kentucky. But as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, y'all.